Hello and welcome back to the Minetrek.net game server. This will be update 17, I believe, for the Enterprise E build. Been a lot of activity going on in the old gal. MadSqurriel, Ipanic, and M. Heller have popped in. MadSqurriel and Ipanic really went to town on this Arboretum section here. Granted, it's still a work in progress. I really don't want to show it off without talking to Mad and them first. Yeah, we'll save that for the next video after I have a chance to chat with Mad and see when he wants to showcase it. He'll probably greenlight it, but still I want to make sure he's around when I do it. M. Heller also worked on the warp core section here. It's a pretty big warp core. I went ahead and halved it and then had to reduce it again from the top and the bottom in order to fit it into the ship here. I'm not sure. I may have it one block too high. That can be adjusted. It's no big deal. I mean, it's not that hard to do. Then again, you know, I tried to center it so this right here was about one block from the top, and so you could walk under it. And I wasn't sure if I got it wrong. I figured what we could do is we could have it here and then lower the bottom section down one, so that this here could be too tall. You know, that kind of a thing. If not, there's M. Heller right there. He's zipping around. He'll probably start chatting with me here in a minute. But anyways, I went ahead and routed all this through here. I'm in the process of making sure that the Jeffries tube is set up to be Jeffries tube. And got a lot of the deck plan work done. Now I gotta tell him I'm recording so that he knows what I'm doing. Anyways, I went up here, and again, this area here has all been taken out for work with what Matt's working on. So from this section up, I'm not doing anything right now. So it's this section down that I'm working on. This here is a big tank area, deuterium tank, deuterium tanks, and we're going to use a modified version of the MadSqurriel. What I did is I extended the tanks as far back as I could go. I might even be able. The reason I stopped is I'm not sure what this is. It's up there as well as here. It's definitely something. It has another one there. I'm not sure what they are. So I want to make sure I want to leave room for whatever these need to be. And so I went ahead and stopped the tanks right there. And this is a pretty big area. And again, if we need more additional room, we have room on the other side here that we could utilize or repurpose as additional tanks. So if we need more space, we can put more tanks there. All I would have to do is just knock the roof out and put them in here. And to branch them over, it wouldn't be that hard because this right here is like a lounge. I would just bring the pipe system back here, and then at this point I would close that window off, and I would just bring the pipes over here. You know, or I could do it up through the top up here. You know, whatever. You know, bring them up against the wall, then loop them over, and then back down again. The red section it's related to the Arboretum. So the Arboretum floor is visible, and it looks really weird. So I figured I had to see where it would fit in the ship here, and most of this can be covered up with half slabs. So, and over the top of this could be covered up with half slabs, and then this area here can all be purposed for Arboretum systems. And as it comes over here and stuff, again, we can go back to half slabs, so I'm not too worried about it. It should work just fine. This Jeffries tube, which leads from, whoops, if I can get up here, if I can get up there, leads from this section, leads all the way down to the one that joins with the plasma conduit, I believe it is, for the warp core to the warp nacelle. Normally this would be too wide. I just went ahead and kept it as one wide for this point, so that I wouldn't have to make this extra wide. I can, it's no big deal. I mean, it's just whatever we decide to do there. And it also has to branch down to the next decks, couple of decks below, so I have to come up with a way to do that. And Man's been working on this deflector, and all I did was copy over the Voyager specs for not transwarp, but slipstream drive, and the deflector. You know, I figured they're the same technology, same era, so they would use a lot of the same systems, and all I did was just grab it, and I figured once Mad's done working, he could you could pretty much just stand right here and then stand right here and paste it. So that's pretty much that. As far as the upper areas go, I haven't done much. I did do some more deck fleshing out, but most of my time has been dedicated down here. Today's the 10th of February. It's pretty late in the evening. I've only been working on it for about an hour. I was on there with Mad and Ipanic for about an hour, as well as M. Heller. So I think total the last 5 days I've worked on this thing maybe 3 hours max. I did do a dead drop of the hull from above us. That white area right there. You see those strips? I dropped those down onto the hull so that I could get this stuff placed. That way there I knew where those vent things went, and any additional windows that needed to be placed could get placed that are specific to specific rooms in the ship. These windows could all get moved, but they're where they are on the drawing. But they presented an interesting challenge in a couple of areas. In this area they're actually right here. I moved them up to there so that whatever this room ends up being, you won't have to walk all the way here and just stand here to see through them. So they could be used right here. And this could be split up so there could be, like, you know, this center section could actually be for something else, and then this room here can be something else. So that just denotes that there's nothing going there. That's just braces. Well, I moved the turbo lift and did some adjusting so the warp core would fit correctly. I moved the turbo lift over and back, and I also did some adjusting along here for the warp core so that the warp core is centered with the materials that we have. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Like I said, it's probably going to have to get moved, adjusted just here and there so that it fits, because I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they step up to this. There's like an island that goes around it, but I know for a fact that this here really needs to be at this level. So I'm pretty sure this egg thing will have to come down. I'm gonna have to look at the drawings, but yeah, I don't know. If not, it'll be like a catwalk or an island that comes up to it, and then, you know, whatever. Because if I remember right, these tubes, they fed off of here. These are one level higher than main engineering, and main engineering's right down here, or at least the outline for it should be right down there. And if we have to, we can move that up to here. You know, and then this area and then this area would also be part of engineering. We're tentatively thinking about doing 1, 2, and this area for engineering, so there's like a 3-level engineering section, or this area, this, and that. So it'd be like a 4-deck high engineering area. I don't know yet. We're still working on it, and hopefully, you know, we get fleshed out here really soon, because I'd like to continue to work on some of this stuff. I also set another area apart back here for additional tanks if need be. It's only 1 high, but we can knock out part of the floor. But no, actually, I think I set this apart for an emergency locker. That's what this is set aside for. And this is, of course, the torpedo launcher. So this whole area back here will be torpedo and torpedo storage. So the torpedo launcher will be in here, and the rest of this will be torpedo storage. This, I'm thinking about turning this area into a medical wing. I don't know yet. If we can get it done, I will. So this whole area here will be medical, and this area will be weapons, which seems kind of stupid, because if you're in a fight and the enemy takes out your weapon system, collateral damage says that it's also going to take out your medical complex right here. Just saying, you know. But that's, you know, that's a good spot for it, typically. But if these things require more room, I need the room below it. So I'm going to hold off putting it there, because I could also put the medical complex, not there, but on further forward up here in this section. You know, but if I need additional room for more tanks, I'll need to reserve this area for those. So I don't know yet. I really haven't figured it out. I think that's probably the best spot for the medical complex, to be honest with you. This is just a lift. I haven't done anything with that. You can see the stairwell working its way down. That's pretty much it. It's just a quick update on what's going on. Let you know a couple other people have come on and started working on her. Again, that's MadSqurriel, of course, Heller, and Ipanic has been on helping MadSqurriel with that area up there and generally driving us nuts. Anywho, I do appreciate you taking the time to watch and hope to see you soon on the Minetrek.net game server.